this video, I'm going to show you how to use component collections in Copilot Studio. I'm going to quickly give you an overview of component collections. However, I've got a dedicated video on my channel for this, so go watch this video. I'll put the link here. So a real quick overview is a component collection is a reusable over and over again asset that you can create, and inside of that container, you can put topics, actions, entities, knowledge, whatever you'd like, and you can do those as managed and unmanaged solutions, giving you the ability to easily import and export different packages of subcomponents of your agent for reuse. So let's jump into Copilot Studio and take a look at this feature. First thing I want to do is let you see that in this particular agent I've already done a demo with in the past. If you haven't seen that video, go check it out. But you can see here that it's got things like an action and some knowledge, and it's got a couple of topics and things of that nature. Also inside of it, I also have other assets which we'll get into, like custom entities and things of that nature. But if you go into settings and you go to component collections, you'll see here that there is one that's installed, and it's called Entities for Office Space. And you'll see that it's installed because the icon shows that. You can even click here and you can see where I could remove it. And then you can even come over here and you can see that it's actually installed in this particular one. Now, what I want to first go in is to show you the concept of creating a new one, and then we'll also see how we have used this particular one in this particular solution. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to click New, and in this, I'm going to make one where we can package up the weather function. So if I just say weather v1.0, and then I want to come in here for the description, just say um, components for telling the weather current conditions. And these things are just going to be descriptions and things for you to be able to know what you've got. Also, you can select a solution if you've already got a solution you want to put this in. Otherwise, it's going to create an empty solution for you. So I'm going to just go ahead and click Next here and let it create an empty one. Then you can see here are all the different assets that are inside of it, of this particular solution. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go to just actions because all I need is the action to be packaged up. And I'm going to select it and I'm going to hit Next. It'll give you a summary of the contents. And then we're going to go ahead and create weather v1.0. Okay, now you can see that we've got weather v10 and it's installed and it's in this PO creation dynamic chaining demo that we've got for this agent. Now, by doing this, what we're going to see is that you can still see that it exists in here, and you could go in and modify it and such. I'll show you inside of actions though, and sometimes you have to hit F5 on your web browser just to refresh it to see this. But you'll see now we've got this little icon that's saying that this topic is from a component collection. Now, again, I could have packaged up just about anything I wanted in this. And just to give you perspective of something that I've already done, if I go into settings and we go over to entities, you're actually going to see that I've actually installed this. So these two different entity types have actually already been created for me. Now, interestingly enough, when we go in, we can go further with this and we can actually export these solutions and be able to do them as managed or unmanaged. And in the case of this particular one, you can see that these are actually installed from a managed solution. And so I can't actually edit these because of the fact that that is the case. So let's go further and let's take a look at a little bit more. Let's peel back the layer of the one that I just created. And let's do that by going over and let's just go to this completely empty agent that I've created in my test environment here. And you'll see inside of this, it is just completely empty. There's nothing in it at all. And what I want to do is I want to go into the settings here, and I want to go to component collections. And now you can see the list of the different ones, and I can go ahead and click on it and just say add to agent. Now, once I add to agent here, you're going to see that it now says that agent and PO creation are using this one component collection. And so by doing this, now if I come back and I go take a look at this, and again, sometimes you have to hit F5 in order for the refresh if you want to hurry it along. So we'll go ahead and do that. And we'll see by scrolling down, now we have weather. And just as in the other side, the other one that we were playing with earlier, you'll see that it says it's part of a component collection. Now here's a key aspect of it that we do need to keep in mind. I'm going to click in on it, and since this is the weather, one of the things that we typically do with the weather is on the inputs, we set the units of measure. And you can see that this is set to Celsius. So I'm actually going to change that and save it and make it into imperial. Now, the reason I'm doing this is I want you guys to see that once I save this and I go back over to our other agent that we've been using, to our PO creation one, what we're going to see here is that if I go into the actions and I click in on the weather, now sometimes I'll tell you you might have to refresh again, but you should see now this one is set into Imperial as well. That's because I'm using the same component for both of these. So if you edit it in one place, you're editing it everywhere. So the same thing happens that if you start to make you delete things or something like that, you're deleting it from everywhere. So just be careful when you're using these because you may end up in a situation where it might be safer for you to create yourself a developer environment and go through a publishing process to be able to do that. I'm going to set up a dedicated video for you later to show you how to actually take these and be able to make them into solutions and export and import them in future videos. However, one last thing that I did want to call out as part of this is that now when you are inside of this, and you can do it from multiple places, I can go into settings and I can go to component collections and I can go click on one of these, like weather as an example, or the entities, or this knowledge test one that I was working on. However, one of the things that you can also do is you can click into the library and you will see that we've added this new capability inside of it where you can see component collections are one of the things that you can even filter on, and you can see them all here. Now the other aspect of it is that I can click into weather here and I can look at the actual components and the things that are inside of this collection. And yes, this is where we could do an export and we could do other things as well, but we can also modify the name. We can go in and we could add it to another agent if we wanted to. We could also go in and add more components. Um, and you can say, I want to add something new, or I want to add from an agent, and we could go select one and go through a process of collecting them. So if we wanted to, we could go into the PO one, we could go get topics, and we could even add like the approved PO topic and the create PO topic, hit next, and add this to the collection. Now, by doing this, I'm actually adding it to everything that's using that collection. So what you're going to see happen once this completes is that we're going to have more assets in here. Now we're going to have more topics and things of that nature. But that means that if we went into the agent that we were looking at earlier, it's also going to be getting these things added to it. So we'll go and take a look at this, and you'll see in the topics view, we now have these. Now, the same thing can be done where I could come in here into component collections, and I could come in and say, you know, I want to click in on weather, and maybe I want to move these back to the agent where they came from. So in this world, what I can do is I can come in and I can select approve PO and create PO. And then I can come in and say move to agent. And at this point, it's going to ask me where I want to move these to. Now, this is a great way to be able to move something back in that you didn't want to be in that collection and things of that nature. So what I'm going to do is say, actually, I want to move those back into the actual solution that is only for the PO creation tool. And I'm going to go ahead and click next, and this will take just a second for it to do this. And what it's going to do is it's going to say, okay, these are the things that I want to be able to move back. And then I'm going to go and say move to agent. Now, by doing this, what I'm actually doing is I'm actually moving this back into the main solution. And you're going to see that once I've done this and I go back to agent, you're going to see that it's gone, that it will no longer be there. So if we scroll down, you'll see here in the topics that we don't have those topics any longer. So these are just examples of different things that we can do now that we have collections available for people to be able to use. And it's really awesome that we have these component collections because now you can do things like create reusable topics, be able to share them across multiple locations. You can also have a developer who goes and creates these things in a managed state and then releases them to other departments to be able to use, or COEs can define custom entities for the organization and make them available for everyone. And you can do those with versioning releases, but you can also say, I just want to manage these as one asset for everyone in the organization within this environment. So these are very, very useful components that you can use now. And it's been one of the highest requested features for years for Copilot Studio. So I hope you found this video to be super interesting today. If you liked this video or videos like it, please like and subscribe to my channel. And as always, you can try Copilot Studio at aka.ms/try Copilot Studio.